Good morning, class. Today, we will talk about King Philip's War. King Philip's War, known as the Metacoms War, was a conflict that unfolded in the 17th century, primarily in the New England colonies of North America. The war erupted in 1675 and continued until 1678, marking one of the deadliest and most destructive conflicts between Native American tribes and European settlers in the early colonial period, as David Corlett mentions in the history of the King Philip's War. The roots of King Philip's War can be traced back to long-standing tensions between the Native American tribes of the Wampanoag Confederacy, led by Metacom the Devil, as Adrian Weimer informs us in The Devilish Enemies of Religion. English colonists who had settled in the New England region called Metacom King Philip. The relationship between the two groups gradually deteriorated due to various factors, including land encroachments, cultural misunderstandings, and the impact of diseases brought by the Europeans. As European settlers expanded their territories, the Wampanoag and the other Native American tribes found their traditional lands shrinking. Metacom, the son of Massasoit, who had initially formed a peaceful alliance with the Pilgrims in the early 17th century, grew increasingly frustrated with the encroachment on native lands and the imposition of English laws and customs. Tensions escalated in 1675 when a series of incidents, including the execution of three Wampanoag warriors accused of murder, strained relations further. Metacom began to rally various Native American tribes, forming a coalition against the English colonists. The conflict erupted in a wave of violence and brutal guerrilla warfare that spread across the New England colonies. The war unfolded in a series of bloody engagements, with both sides committing atrocities against each other. The Native American forces, demonstrating military prowess and adaptability, inflicted heavy casualties on the English settlers. However, the superior resources and technology of the colonists ultimately played a decisive role in the outcome of the conflict. Excuse me. The New England colonies faced widespread devastation as villages were burned and the conflict spilled all over into other territories. The brutality of the war left scars on both the Native American tribes and European settlers. The conflict was particularly devastating for the natives, as many were displaced and their populations decimated by violence, disease, starvation, as Catherine Lavender notes. The turning point of the war came in 1676 when Metacom was betrayed and killed by members of his own tribe. His death marked the collapse of the Native American resistance, and the English colonists emerged victorious. The war officially ended in 1678 with the Treaty of Casco, which imposed harsh terms on the surviving Native American tribes, further diminishing their power and their land. King Philip's War had profound and lasting effects on the dynamics between Native American tribes and European settlers in the New England colonies. It intensified the European colonists' expansion into native lands, leading to increased hostilities and dispossession. The scars of this conflict persisted for generations, shaping the course of American history and the relationships between indigenous peoples and European colonizers. Thank you very much. Have a good day.